Before getting started into the video, man, I want to tell everyone who's graduating this year a big congratulations. You've worked really hard for this moment. You have a lot to be proud of. No matter what grades you got, I don't care. You made it. You got that degree. You are officially a college graduate. So, congratulations. Some advice I want to give you about this time before we really get started into the video is to really take in this moment. You only graduate college once in your life. Well, unless you go on and do a master's, doctorate, whatever. But undergraduate graduation, man, is special. It's your first college graduation. Take this time, take this upcoming period, a week, two, whatever, to really just take in the moment, all the celebrations. Enjoy your last summer break. You officially entered the real world. Now, if you clicked on this video, I'm guessing that you kind of want to know what the next year or few years are going to look like for you as you transition from the college life into the real official adult life where we got no more summer breaks. So before we get into it, I want to give a little bit of a backstory. I graduated last year, did my undergraduate degree in 4 years, did marketing in Spanish, and now I'm actually still in school, but in a different way. I'm doing online school for my master's, but that 4-year undergraduate experience is truly a unique experience. And afterwards, there is a transition as you go from the college life to the real work 9 to 5 kind of life. So I want to give you guys a few things that you can expect to see or ways that your life will change as you transition into this new world for you. This first topic or idea that I want to talk about is mostly for people who had the on-campus dorm living experience while in college and are now transitioning back into either living back at home with their family or transition to living with roommates but in an apartment or somewhere away from the college life. Now, moving back home, as was the case for me, was a little bit of a transition. It was a little bit difficult. I had to kind of go back into living with, family, no longer having my own place, no longer being able to do whatever I wanted in my room, go out whenever I wanted, come back in whenever I wanted. So it was a little bit of a difficult transition for me. Also, there's no more dining hall where you can just go out and grab some food whenever you're hungry, grab food at 12 a.m. at night. So it was probably relatively difficult experience for me to go from having absolute freedom to now, being back at home, having rules. And one thing I want to tell people out there is there is absolutely nothing wrong with going back to live with your parents after college. With the way the economy is right now, actually, that is what I would recommend for everyone to do. If you have the opportunity to post-college, go and live back home with your family, I definitely recommend you take it. It is a great opportunity for you to save a ton of money. And I know people all the time say, well, I want to have my freedom. Well, I want to be able to do whatever I want, go out whenever I want, let whoever I want come over. But think about the other side. Think about the monthly expenses that go into living on your own. Even if you do have roommates, think about that. Let's say I'll give a modest estimate of a $1,600 rent that you have to pay on a monthly basis. That is about $18,000 a year. That is a very modest amount on top. But on top of that, there's groceries, there's bills, there's internet. So that's about $2,000 a month at a modest level, an estimate of how much you're going to be spending monthly if you live on your own, or with roommates. That is $24,000 a year. Really think about that before making that decision. Because a lot of people kind of just right out of college, they make that jump into, oh, I want to live on my own. Boom, I want to live with my friends. I want to live with roommates. I want to be far away from home. But take into account the price that you have to pay for that. So just make sure you do that calculation. If it's still worth it for you, if you're willing to pay that price and to have your freedom and to have your comfort and to live alone, 100% do it. But that is something I want to put into the minds of a lot of people, because this upcoming period is very important for you to set up the rest of your life. Post-graduation, and as you enter the adult life, you want to set up your life and you kind of want to have a strong financial foundation, a strong savings foundation before you make that jump into, boom, I'm on my own, I'm a real adult now. But anyway, guys, so make sure you think about that before you kind of make that decision. Number 2, post-college. We got no more vacations, man. Vacations are simply a thing of the past now. There's no more summer vacation. There's no more spring break. All of that just doesn't exist anymore. So before you kind of enter that, really enjoy this last summer you got, man. This last summer after you graduate from undergrad is the last summer break you're going to have. Internalize that right there. Think about that. This is the last summer break you are going to have. So I want you to take full advantage of it. I want you to have fun with your friends, spend time with your family, go out, travel. I definitely recommend traveling abroad because this is probably the last time we're going to have, a very big chunk of time that, you can pick the dates. You can travel for 10, 15, 20 days because once you enter that 9 to 5, that work life, you ain't getting no more summer break, man. And this is going to be my first taste of it. Just to preface, as I said previously, I graduated last year. And over the past year, I've gone back to school to do my master's, but it's been online, so completely different experience. Doesn't really feel like college anymore. And alongside that, I'm also working a 9 to 5. So no more vacation. I had like about 10 days that I could take, and I already took it in March, so my summer is gone pretty much. It's all going to be work now. But I'm really happy that last year I really, really enjoyed my summer. I went out. I worked really hard still. I hadn't started my... Wait, I got to tell you something. Before I continue, if you have the option of not starting your official, your job until August, definitely take that opportunity. Because August or September, right? If you can kind of pick your start date. If you can't, then, just go with whatever you got because the job market is tough out there. But if you can pick to start in August, because last year I started in August and I got the opportunity to kind of enjoy that last summer, do a bunch of fun things, travel, but I also worked really hard, on side hustles, on my own personal businesses and things that I wanted to do. And kind of tying into that idea of not really having a summer break anymore, your time is going to be a lot more structured and limited now. I remember back in college, you have classes a few times a day. Sometimes you'll have like one class a day on a Friday. Like senior year, I would have no classes on Friday or just one class on a Friday. You have a ton of free time and your day isn't as structured as it should be, or you choose to not structure and you kind of just go with the flow. You get what you need to get done. Some things, don't get done, whatever, but you have a ton of free time to kind of do everything you need to do. Once you transition into the work life, your day is no longer like that. Monday through Friday is going to be a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 5 block of time that is going to be dedicated to your job. So you need to be very mindful of how you structure your time and how you manage your time. One habit that has completely changed my life, listen closely, open up your ears for this one, is blocking off periods of time every single day. So the night before, I have an agenda. I block off what I'm going to do from this time to this time, this time to this time, this time to this time. That has helped me get everything I need to get done on a daily basis. I no longer just leave it up to myself to, I'll eventually get that done, or I'll find time to do this. No. It does not work like that anymore. You have very, very limited free time now. During the week, it's extremely limited. You're only going to have, if you leave work at 5 and your ride home is about 30 to 40 minutes, you're back home at 6. Now you only got 3 to 4 or 5 hours to get everything you need to get done. So make sure you know what you need to do when you get home so that you don't waste your time sitting there like, oh, what do I got to do today? Oh, what did I have planned? Have it all written down so you're on schedule. And another thing with that is the weekends are going to be a very, very useful time slot that you need to get most of what you need to get done during this period, because you're not working your 9 to 5, so you have a lot more hours to get things done. So really take advantage of the weekends and Fridays or whatever are no longer just for partying, for going out, spending time with friends. This is your free time to work on what you want to work on, because your time now is going to be more limited with work. Work is going to take up a lot of your time. So if you have a side hustle, if you have a business you want to start, if you have a YouTube channel you want to start like myself, weekends is going to be that time that you dedicate to that. You can still go, you can still have fun with your friends, but I advise you to dedicate 5 to 10 hours Saturdays and Sunday to really work on your projects. With all that being said, man, once again, Congratulations on your accomplishment. Really enjoy this time. I know I've said it a million times, but really, really, really enjoy this time. And I wish you good luck as you navigate the adult life, as you navigate this transition into a different life that I'm sure you will still succeed in. Thank you guys for watching.